Yeah. But when I have said before that Democrats are completely dysregulated.
Yeah. Oh,
Democrats are completely dysregulated, and they absolutely used their time yesterday at this joint session to put their dysfunction and dysregulation on display. I'm gonna and really and it was from the very beginning. So Congressman Al Green, who seems to be the chief mule, one of the chief mules of the Democrat Party. He is a congressman out of Houston, Texas, and I know Houston. I know Houston very well. I got friends down that way. Okay, I don't know what district in Houston he live in.
Shout out to Mike Jones.
Let me tell y'all something. Yes, shout to Mike Jones. Shout to Screwed Up Records and Tapes. I went there.
Still tipping on fofos.
Yeah. Shout to everybody. And like I said, one of my best friend and his family live down there. And y'all need to fix this shit. Okay? Because Al Green decided to make a whole ass out of himself in this exchange.
The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback.
Show the video, Isaiah?
The likes of which the world has never witnessed, and perhaps
the video showing?
Never witness again.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Never been anything like it. The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
Dating proof. Because, and please understand, folks, the reason why the Democrats are so angry about this whole mandate thing. Stephen A. Smith went on The View yesterday.
I gotta see that.
And Joy Behar tried to trip him up with that. I never thought I'd hear myself defending Stephen A. But the one thing y'all have to understand about mandate is that it is a narcissistic injury to the Democrat Party. Remember who we're dealing with. We are dealing with people who are obsessed with communications, optics, like I've said in viral videos of the past, you might have seen it. They are more obsessed with looking good than actually doing good. And so when you lose all the swing states that were up for grabs, okay, it makes them look, it removes the patina of competency that they had around themselves. You can't pretend to be competent. You can't pretend to be the adults in the room when you lose all 7 swing states that were up for grabs.
Yeah,
okay?
you can't pretend like you weren't doing a lot of things that weren't right. Like then you were screwing up quite a bit, and everybody knows it. Like, I mean, you can't pretend that. Like, otherwise people would have, especially when you own all the legacy media and most of social media and all of the institutions. It's like you have enough people that should be baked in to be seeing things in your point of view and your lens, your left-wing lens, your Democrat progressive lens, and they still lost all 7 swing states. I mean, and after years, I mean, dude, we're talking about 9 years of making Trump out to be the worst person ever lived on the media, across social media.
Democrat
and they
Party.
still lost. So why did that happen? There has been absolutely no reflection from them, really, true reflection, honest reflection as to why that happened.
The Democrat Party has been in control of the White House for 12 out of the last now 17 years.
17, yeah.
We're in 2025. 2024 was the last 16 years.
16 years.
So you had Obama in 2008 and 2012. You had Trump for a 4-year period, and then you had Biden from 2020 till 2020, from 2021 to 2025.
And when Trump was in office, I mean, he was fighting against like the peak of wokeness. All of legacy media was against him. Independent media wasn't
fighting
as
against.
developed.
He was fighting against the uniparty elements in his own party.
Yeah, intelligence,
because remember,
impeachments, FBI, like so. Yeah. They were keeping him busy. Unfortunately,
the entire swamp on both sides of the political aisle were keeping that man busy.
When he should have been doing
years as president, when he should have been doing
working for the people,
when he should have been working for the people.
Yeah.
And now what's happening is the exact opposite. He drained the swamp from the very beginning. He sat and watched for 4 years to see exactly who were the malefactors within the party. But again, but again, please understand, you will not be able to understand these fucking people unless you understand that first. We are dealing with narcissists. And when you mention the mandate, when you talk about that, that's one of the reasons why they were doing everything they can to shrink the popular vote count towards the end. Okay? So when you understand that you're dealing with narcissistically injured people, that explains the rest of this.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
They were reminded that's the narcissistic. Here this motherfucker go right here.
USA, USA, USA.
Gutless fucking Democrats, man.
All that patriotism is going to make them melt.
Country, 2,700 to 525. On a map that reads almost completely red for Republican. Now for the first.
Now, understand when he's pointing like that, he knows. He knew that was going to happen. Trump was going to know. Trump knew that he was going to get that reaction.
Yeah. Okay. And it's great. It's very smart because the reaction is so unhinged usually. You know, it's so bitchy and whiny and unhinged and narcissistic that all he has to do is make a couple jokes like the Pocahontas joke, which we'll get to with Liz Warren, like her brain literally boiling while she's sarcastically clapping. It's like she's so mad. And like, you know, if that was me, I would just be like, I would just laugh my ass off. I'd literally be like, that boy funny, man, this stupid Pocahontas joke. But she's just like, you know, and then they can't handle it. Democrats can't handle it. They're so unhinged, man. And he just plays them like a fiddle.
Yeah. And matter of fact, hold on.
Like you said, dysregulated.
He is dysregulated. Well, not Trump, but the Democrats are dysregulated.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You just all you gotta do is say. That's why him and Elon say these like kind of sometimes silly things, joking around, just to troll. They're trolls. They're trolling these people, and they know that they're going to take the bait every time and act ridiculous.
Yeah,
they know it.
But so again, remember, when you look at this through again, I'm going to be I'm going to emphasize this. When you look at this through the lens of narcissistic injury, this all makes sense. So here's Al Green,
first time in modern history,
still shaking his fucking cane.
More Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. On his left. It's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
Reality is the narcissistic injury. He lost a lot of weight chasing illegals, didn't he?
Likewise, small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning.
He had no mandate. That's what he said.
Members
Teen
are
Wolf
engaged
Stat
in
over
willful
here,
and continuing breach
barking
of
at the president.
decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the sergeant at arms to.
Now look at this. I'm gonna freeze it right there. He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Vance, Trump, Mike Johnson, they all looking at him.
Political
Trump is
theater,
like,
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trump is like, got you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's smart. That's smart.
You
man.
don't
That's how you
even,
do it.
all they had to do, again, remember, reality is the narcissistic injury.
Mm.
Reality is a narcissistic injury. When you lose 7 swing states, knowing good and fucking well that that y'all considered yourselves the leaders of culture. You had everything. That's the one thing that gets me about these fucking Democrats. These people had everything. They had the institute. They have all the institutions.
Legacy media, newspapers.
They had the media. They have the colleges and universities.
Social media.
They have the entertainment studios.
Hollywood. Yep. Music industry.
They had
Mostly.
Hollywood. They had back channels into the social media companies.
Increasingly K through 12 too. Education.
You had all the education boards.
Yeah, there's no
And
excuse.
not just the ones, even in red states.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No excuse, man. They own all the cities pretty
The
much. So all
Democrat
the cultural
Party
centers
had everything.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how they react.
And they have Western media
narcissistic
too,
injury.
in Europe too. European media, Canadian media, all of it.
Yeah.
So even if you get your news somewhere else, they're agreeing with them too, and they still lost. I mean, it is really hard to deal with. It's like that. Like I said it before, man. It's truth is not on their side for the most part. It's just not on their side. And the truth is a powerful ally.
Listen, this is right now. The Democrat Party are acting like a stupid, jilted woman. Yeah, I'm gonna go here for a second.
I mean, a lot of them are
jilted
women. Yeah, like that's
not lots of SSRIs.
And look, and I like before everybody says, "Oh, Isaiah's being or Nick and Isaiah are being sexist." It's like, no, there's plenty of smart women, and a lot of them are conservatives and libertarians and moderates out there. But these women are like crazy cat ladies, like JD Vance said. They are. A lot of them are, man. They're just totally confused and histrionic and hysterical. So go ahead, Isaiah. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
This is the kind of behavior that you would expect out of a woman who breaks up with a guy because he don't want to do they find a reason to break up with a guy who won't do, for whatever reason, won't do what you want them to do. Love, manipulate them, do the fuck them every night, twice on Saturday. Okay. And then you still don't get what you want. So then you try to destroy his life. Okay. Then years later, he's living life and doing what he's supposed to do. You go and in your jilted state, you go to try not only to ruin his life, but ruin his ruin his new relationship.
Oh, that happens.
While you marry some dude overseas who you basically try to do the exact same thing with, and then he don't want to go over the way, he don't want to come where you at. When you know damn well you're supposed to go where he's at as a husband. Ask me how I know.
Sounds familiar.
For the mercy, hey, if it wasn't for the mercy of God, I wouldn't have seen any of this.